Come on, get together now. Get it together. Hi, everybody, and this is Auntie. And I am here with an episode of Auntie Say It Isn't So, Auntie Say It Isn't So. Y'all ready for this? 90 Day Fiancé star Devan slams Jihoon Lee's claims about what happened to their dog Bam Bam. You know, I really got to get myself together when I talk about these two. Like it makes me like this almost. Because the lying that is going on between this couple is cotton freaking unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So in the last episode of 90 Day Fiancé the other way, we noticed that Jihoon and Devin had gotten another dog, right? And this dog's name was Bam Bam. Now, Jihoon and Devin claimed that the reason why they did not have the other dog was because the parents were attached to the dog, and so they had to, he left it with his parents, and they decided that they were going to get another dog, right? So now the two of them are going back and forth over some bull crack, some frackalacka bull. I mean, like, seriously. So the two of them are going back and forth over, these claims about what really happened to this dog. And we're going to go ahead on to read this article, and then I'm going to unpack it as best I can. Then I'm going to come back out and do a review on, I may combine them. Like, this girl got so much stuff that's going on, y'all. It's unbelievable. How anybody believes any of these stories at this point, okay? "90 Day Fiancé, the other way fans learned Devin and her strange husband, Jihoon, got a new puppy when they moved into their permanent apartment in South Korea. After viewers wonder what happened to their dog after their split in April, Jihoon shared an update on that daggone dog. He says Bam Bam go to a new family on January 8th because Little D beat Bam Bam. Now, there was a video that I recall seeing where the little girl took the dog and flicked the dog like a booger, okay? Like a booger on the end of your finger that you have been trying to get off for a while. You know how some people roll it up like that? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And, you try to flick that little booger and the little booger just don't come off. So you just, flick it and all that kind of stuff is stuck to the wall on the ground. I know that's nasty. But that's the way that we saw the little girl flick the dog, okay, in the video with her mama. Now, I'm sure, is probably going to act as if that never happened. But, bitch, we saw it. Yeah, we saw it. Okay, so, hold on. Let me get this article back to where it was. Jihoon claimed via his Instagram story, revealing that they rehomed the dog and mentioning that Devin's daughter from a previous, from a previous relationship. He lost a lot of hair and it wasn't good for the baby's trachea. What? Please be mindful of what you say in the comment section. If you talk about certain things in the comment section, it will have my video flag like it did the other one. So please be careful about what it is that you say down in the comment section, okay? Use some abbreviations or something like that, okay, y'all? The South Korean native continued, I'm sure people saw it. When D was streaming live, little D was throwing him away. He also shared another photo of Bam Bam in his new forever home. Devin, okay, always having to feel like she has to defend herself, took to Instagram to deny his claims that her 5-year-old daughter had mistreated the pup. She says, I find it real disgusting that my daughter's A is still speaking about her in his stories, making up lies to make my child look bad. Devin, nobody has to make up a story to make for your child to look bad. Now we understand that it's a child. Look, we understand that it's a child. We do. We understand she's a child. The fault is really not the child. We're just reacting to the child's behavior. But we are all fully aware that when Jihoon goes out there or anybody else says something, excuse me, y'all, they're talking about you. We're all so clear on that. We don't need to be any clearer on that. The blame, the fault, the responsibility, all of it goes on you because the child is not at an age where she can consent or she even knows what the hell she's doing. Davin, Jihoon is talking about you and he's talking about what happened with the dog. Why is what's good for the goose not good for the gander? Why is it that you're the only one who can go back and forth from platform to platform discussing this situation? We're talking about you. Clearly. That little girl is doing what you allow her to do. The way you allow her to act. Girl, don't get it twisted. Oh my gosh, she's so gross to me. I find it real disgusting that my daughter's A is still speaking whatever. Doubling down on her claims that Jihoon and his parents allegedly did something to Drusilla while they were living together in South Korea. She says, yeah, you guys still look at him like an idol. A 31-year-old man talking poorly and lying about a 5-year-old that he did something to allegedly. Yet you guys still don't see it. All right, cool. Disappointed in humanity today. We're disappointed in you today. Don't get it twisted. We're extremely disappointed in you today, tomorrow, yesterday, last week, last year, 2 years ago, bitch. We've been disappointed in you since we have seen you pop up on the screen. Let's not get it twisted, sweetie pie. You are the one that picked him, boo. You the picked him and he the one that, you know what? In a statement, Jihoon insisted he and his parents are innocent of Devin's accusations. I didn't do anything to her, he claims, that even my parents didn't do anything to her. Jihoon exclusively tells Intouch on October 21st, it's simple. We did not hurt that baby. You know how sometimes you look at certain things and you say, you know, where you all protest too much, my dear. Jihoon is, and Devin is protesting too much. We all sat there and watched that video on Instagram Live, and we saw that girl flick that dog. We saw it. She was even shocked and was like, the puppy is okay. It was because of her reaction and because of just seeing the girl, you know, do that, that we all, you know, were left with our mouths on the floor. It just doesn't make sense for a woman to indicate that a man is doing so well. We've all seen it. She said that he was doing well. He was being the man he was supposed to be. He was working and everything. And she said that he's even coming home and taking care of the kids. We didn't see her mother assisting her with her daughter the way that Jihoon's mother did. Like, girls, stop it already. Like, Like, I would love for her to sit on this sofa with me. It don't even have to be a long time. All she got to do is just let me speak. A good 10 a good 10 minutes will do me good. And I would educate that girl on how dumb this all is in the grand scheme of things. Thank you, Gretchen, for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you. I usually don't have my glasses on, but I got them on today. Okay, let me take them off. But thank you, sweetie. A good 10 minutes on my sofa would do the both of us a lot of good. This going back and forth and protesting and crying wolf and going from different bloggers to bloggers and vloggers to vloggers is not benefiting her, because she is not taking the opportunity to write all these things down and to make sure that they, number one, make sense. You have to, number one, like, make sense of everything that you're saying. Number two, be consistent in what you're saying, because we've heard so many stories, we don't know what to do. Now, the latest out is that she is alleging that this little girl now has an eating disorder. I can't with these bitches. That this little girl now allegedly has an eating disorder because of the trauma of having her hair pulled out of her head, allegedly. When she, by her own admission, while she was still yet over there and in love with Jihoon. Let me just say this. You gotta make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's a lie. How in the world we see Drusilla, the little girl, running her ass out? Her and Jihoon have a big, huge argument about it, right? After they have this big argument about it, she continues to stay in South Korea with him for months. After that episode, she took to social media to indicate that the little girl was on a bottle. The little girl was on a bottle because of her eating disorder. Well, he and his mother hadn't done anything to her. She indicated that the doctor, see, this gotta make sense. She indicated that the doctor told her to do that for the girl's nutrition. So if he was doing something and she immediately left after that, and this eating disorder is a result of Jihoon's actions, why'd you stay for an additional year? Why did you move into a new place with him? Why did you sit on the national television and indicate that he was doing a fantabulous job? You said that the little girl was in a diaper because of medical reasons, and you indicated that the little girl was drinking out of a bottle because at a doctor's recommendation. Bitch, make it make sense. Now, I know people got their faves, and I know that people, sometimes miss points or facts and stuff like that, but damn it, this is not something that you can overlook unless you intentionally trying to be a blind mice up in this mother. You have got to be trying to be one blind, or you getting paid behind the back. We all heard it. All of us that watched 90 Day Fiance the other way, we all heard her say it. All of us on her Instagram heard her say it. We know for a fact it was said by her. And now all of a sudden, years later, conveniently, because you and Jihoon are beefing back and forth, now you want to indicate that the girl got this because of him. Bitch, if you don't sit down, you better. Make it make sense. This couple's relationship should have never happened from the giddy up, and because she could not keep that thing on shutdown and on lockdown, and was not willing to protect herself. She got herself in this situation. You better watch who you open it. I'm trying to tell you, because at the end of the day, bitch, you picked them. You picked them, you dicked them, and now all of a sudden, he's the worst mofo in the world. I choose not to believe anything that this girl has to say out of her mouth. Yes, this review is biased, bitch, because there's no way in the world that this story is making sense. They had a picture of the dog and was talking about the condition that the dog was in. And you think Jihoon did that as much as he was attached to the other little dog? The parents said, no, hell no. What's going to happen is y'all going to go over there. We're not going to be able to monitor her little badass. We have even watched this little girl assault him. But see, when she's sitting there punching on him, while he is holding his child in his arm, his infant child in his arm, is cute. Her and her mother at a restaurant, and they laughing and kiki and kiki, kaka. That Drusilla is probably at home fucking Jihoon up. She's at home fucking him up. They was laughing about it. So you never taught her boundaries with this man, boundaries with adults. He is an adult. Sometimes you got to nip it in the bud. Y'all know how our kids can get sometimes, they get to playing rough. And you be like, hold up now. Wait a minute. We're not going to do that, Johnny boy. Johnny boy, you better sit your ass down before I make a pickle pepper out your ass. I'm about to hurt you up in here. We don't play like that. That's not playing. Y'all know we get our kids together. It's no different. But we saw him cowering. Oh. How much of that you think a mother gonna take? Now, as I said before, if he pulled that girl's hair, if he did all of those things that she is alleging that he did, she needs to press charges and pursue it to the fullest extent of the law. But since she hasn't done that, I question all the accusations. I question all of it. And then you're going to come out and say what your daughter didn't do. Bitch, we saw it on Instagram. And I'm sure there's a couple of mofos who have a videotape and who got that in their back pocket to come sling that out at you. Anyway, y'all, that's my episode of Auntie Say It Isn't So. You ain't even got to tell me to say it isn't so. It isn't so. It's not so. I love you all to pieces. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for super chatting me. Mary, thank you so much for moderating the chat. Y'all have a great night. And don't forget to watch the debate. Bye, y'all.